knocked them out with that smoke in the pistol round, and that's going to force them to look elsewhere. Now, they left the back door open here with Hunter floating around outside of B. So it looks like they're going to try and link up with him, try and join up for this B split. In doing so, they're going to play right into the front man of Eternal Fire. XANTARES here with the dual Berettas. You want this guy starting strong, but that's not the opening he was hoping for. Going to try double dip this. XANTARES gets out with one, but that's the end of the line. It's going to fall to jottAAA, who is getting run at through main, through dark, trying to buy some time, but ammo's running low. So here's the backstab now arriving. It's considered, it's held. Heavy God tapping out Wicadia. Leaves G2 in the post plant a man up.
Great to see Heavy God not just go autopilot and run for the stick. With how slow that hit was and how much time was bought by Eternal Fire, he remains aware of the flank timing. He goes for one more. Picking woxic and spawn.
So well that G2 don't play into the heavy A-side lean. And a strong start from Heavy God. I mean, that bodes well for this series to get exciting.
And no save. Time on ANUBIS. G2 no exception. They know the power of this. On fire now are G2 at 5-0. And m0NESY picked early, caught off by an off angle from jottAAA. There's even cover at the back of the site. That may suck the wind out of this play for G2. Or not.
They're actually going to take this space. The flash is wrecked. Hunter, though, he's blind for a fresh eternity. Imagine peeks out for a free kill. Heavy God, has that added any intrigue to this? He's been brought down very low in the head-to-head versus Maja. Snacks donning the AWP as well as he looks for a way in towards this B site, but nothing's being given. Smoke gonna fade. Might have a chance to catch woxic and make this one interesting after all. woxic is looking the wrong way.
Oh dear.
This is a 2v4 that G2 have pulled back into a 2v2.
And this flank time is still really good because Heavy God took a long while to come back from that water. He might actually catch them both in middle. Heavy God hits hard.
Well, you can see Eternal Fire have become a little bit more scared about doing some of these moves in the mid round, right? It's a lot more static here in the 2-1-2. They've at least won a key fight down here towards Dark. Heavy God finally made mortal. His second death of the game here in round 8. It's dished out to him by the captain of Eternal Fire. But it's in this sort of moment you haven't had a sort of, you know, super great scenario like this outside of the 4v2 that they threw away. You haven't had a spot where you've taken a clean advantage and it's gone untraded. So 5v4, this is where Eternal Fire have got to lock in and find their first round. It's an awkward skirmish over here at main. The G2 still aren't feeling the pressure yet, right? This bomb is in T-stairs. They're going to have to pick that up on m0NESY, and he's going to look to rejoin the rest of G2 as they hit this B site. Malbs leads the way. AK in at the front, contact taken, Hunter, wide swing, and jottAA's dead. They know that Match is here. He's already got a kill to his name. They've got him trapped down in dark. Are they able to find him? Hunter is. B site opened. And m0NESY on that rotate on that AWP. It's another one of these 2vx's out of G2. Missed shot for m0NESY, but the bomb makes it over.
One bullet.
One shot and it counts. Wicadia on the wide swing. He stopped the plant. They've got to get the kill. Can he win this to time? Dancing behind the pillar. Wicadia waste that clock away. So sure, you lose it, but you're still happy that you were able to turn around a 2v4 to that position, right? For the second time now in this game. Oh, the flash is good. XANTARES gets out with two and never even spotted m0NESY.
You'll take it.
XANTARES only sees movement. m0NESY standing still kept him alive and at least allowed that trade.
Wicadia's pushed through aim in as well. It's a super dangerous move that did get punished by Vitality from time to time, but this time it's right. G2 are trying to move in to this B site and they get backstabbed, front stabbed everywhere. Eternal Fire throw punches. m0NESY, don't make this interesting, but that's a headshot and a re-peek you might come to regret.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourselves here, boys. This is m0NESY. This guy's quick. Oh, this guy's really quick. m0NESY onto something now. 2 kills left in it. On his way to a 1v5 ace. Madge is playing this all alone. m0NESY tries to bait the peak. Those extra few seconds wasted. Will they come back to haunt him as now Maja is real close up in the heavens, ready to swing this. One bullet stops m0NESY's clutch in its tracks for a moment there. Yeah, there's always a a game plan, there's always the end goal. It looks like this time it's going to be the A split. But usually they've found something at this point in the round. And this time it's all been dark.
Usually there's 3A. Nothing of the sort. Now call it 1. Just woxic. He's got to swivel back and forth between these positions as they chase him down. Look to trade this kill. woxic holds on. Poetry in motion. Özgür's wild. 3 kills in the sight, and maybe the finishing blow. Hunter comes over the top, and woxic can't find it. Could this be a clutch to give G2 more room?
Oh, he stops the plant. Needs to win the fights now. Gotta lock in, and jottAAA. But make no mistake about it, your feeling at the end of this half changes entirely if eternalfire managed to find 5 rounds.
Got more nades. Can Magic get them in time? That molly buys a few more seconds as G2 were ready to explode out B main. 3 CTs in the site, not much room to move. They've got to trade these kills efficiently.
Magic opens, smoke spam connects. That MP9 already on the board with 1. XANTARES super blind, back of the site. Not able to catch his bearings, but it has kept jottAAA still in this. Second MP9 finds its footing as well, and so it's left on a Hunter in this 1v3. Trying to salvage this T-side for G2, a strong T-side as it began. Now rests on the wings of Hunter. Swings it wide. About across the series yet.
Molotov? Oh my god, no one even bails him out. He is on his own with no smoke on that fire. Heavy got 100-0 on woxic. They come filling through the camera. Everyone here. That's an ugly spray. It's not going to get better for eternalfire. 2v3 and a round they must attempt, but block towards heaven. And eyes on for m0NESY. This should be a G2 8th.
Oh, that's an awkward fight to give away. They don't get the info that 2 players are moving in through heaven either. They still don't know where Magic is with only jottAAA spotted, so everyone's looking over their shoulder. Heavygod's taken away some of that pressure by occupying main, but now he's been smoked off. That leaves Hunter fighting alone.
Good position.
Heavygod's making a move. Wants to try and support Hunter as he takes this first bit of contact. But there's the lineup. Magic and jottAAA come through swinging. And so finally one of these man disadvantage rounds comes up for eternalfire. And it's own down the tail end of that first half. Now they move on to the T side. They've given themselves a really strong path to fight from here after a slow start from star of eternalfire, XANTARES. New heroes have emerged with Wicadia and woxic both having their moments in the limelight. For G2, it's an array of stars here stepping up to the forefront of this game. Heavygod put on a great first half, but he is the first to fall in the pistol round. XANTARES, he's been doing his best work on the T-sides of ANUBIS here. And so there is still hope to get XANTARES switched online before this first map draws to a close.
m0NESY's got no armor. He had to drop those jewelries, so he's in trouble as Snags too close to the distance with a flash, gets peeked before it pops. This is going very wrong for G2 as Magic and XANTARES explode into this site. Hunter has to hit every single one, and it's not meant to be. Malbs through the smoke, catches the bomb, can't take the kill, and eternalfire fight together and wait for the flank. Malbs may have read this one.
jottAAA ran for a moment in middle. Malbs is aware. Oh, it's kind of an ugly exchange there over towards long. eternalfire got the exact peak they were hoping for, but weren't able to find anything from it.
G2 could absolutely break the trajectory of this game and where it feels like it's bound to end up by winning this force buy. 3 strong on the B side. Smoke traded again. Magic goes through. Oh, this nade could be good as well. They're both tucked. They have to go forward to avoid that damage, and in doing so, take even more. Forget the force. Hunter's League against the world. It's not going to do a thing.
Started the series off in great ways for them. So you haven't had to really see if they've got that resilience factor yet. But they had to demonstrate it here. 7-0 for G2, 4 players here with only Malbs left alone on the B side of the map. Might be another frustrating moment here. Unless you can never write off a Malbs. The Eagle might be quiet in this game, but this guy loves the D. Just a one and done. And so that B site falters. Malbs is the only line of defense, can't get out with anything more than the 1 kill onto Madja. And so that lead teed up for eternalfire. They lock in an 8th. Now eclipsing G2's 7-0 start.
Wow. Next round is still up for debate.
Terrorists win.
Can they read the repetition? Will it be a flash in the pan? m0NESY in middle. Oh my god, he just got one tap through the door. They know Snax is here. Wow, what?
m0NESY did his best to make sure Snax' death was not in vain. You've seen woxic with a highlight moment in this exact same position on the AWP. Let's see if m0NESY can give us one now. Wondered if that last to be a flash in the pan, but if m0NESY can get cooking, G2 aren't complaining. Third shot sails past. XANTARES still making noise out in middle, and this is a lot of info for eternalfire.
Oh.
They've got the rotates bogged down in mid.
Huge.
And so woxic's trying to make the run into an empty B site, but look at G2 moving, trying to get ahead of this, trying to outposition eternalfire. They are already here knocking on the door of B. woxic's got to commit to that plant, which means Wicadia has to hold this all alone, only for a moment. A sliver of a second could have given a G2 route back into this retake. Instead, it falls 2v2, and they've got to slow it right down. They wait for m0NESY to move in. Closing the gap on the creep up from spawn. woxic has been so stubborn about this angle. He is expecting the temple swing. He's been holding for it, and there's the reward. It's only m0NESY left to beat. First shot lands. This clash, and woxic.
After walking up CT is so strange.
Oh, wait, this could get weird. Mid-push, woxic caught. Bombs here as well. jottAAA can't afford to go down.
Just saved the round with that double. Oh dear, it could get bloody, and it does.
Guys fighting in the site. Snax has made his way over, but locked out by the smokes. Stepping for eternalfire, but they will make the crossing happen. Getting that bomb in, 5v5. Wicadia tips the scales in eternalfire's favor.
Yeah, but Malbs picks him back up, smashes it against the wall. It's the B main flank we've got to worry about. Wicadia hits a headshot, and that might be the save call for G2.
One call, and just counted on eternalfire breaking through eventually.
Well, they've done it.
Yesterday versus a weird collection of smokes down in middle. Full blind, m0NESY strikes first, and Wicadia, the man that was such a difference maker in that previous round, is the first to fall for eternalfire.
They wanted to bail. They wanted to go for the B hit with Madja in middle, but smoke down. Malbs' timings on his smokes have been just key in this CT side. It's part of why he's gotten away with so much impact in this position. This is a desperate call, but it's ANUBIS T side, man. It can absolutely work. eternalfire just group back for this same play on the B site.
We've been saying all game, if eternalfire want to win this, they need XANTARES. Wicadia has been doing a great job of filling those shoes, but he was the first to fall. This is the round where XANTARES has to find his impact. Trying to get out through dark, will nail that first kill. That's given them the runway. jottAA's there to follow up and send packing. Is the temple rotate of Snax. They once more break apart this B hold. m0NESY in the AWP, gonna see if anything is presented, if anything is offered up to bring G2 back into this retake. XANTARES out on an island, all on the angle, out behind the pillar. But he steals himself away. He does not play his hand early. XANTARES waits for the info, for the footsteps, and look to take it all away. A lot of damage done. And that surely is enough to tee up eternalfire to get on to map point as only m0NESY remains. Heading for the hills, will eternalfire let him escape? No, they will not.
That's the MP9. The difference is they wanted to do this round, last round, but they got picked by m0NESY. They wanted to avoid the AWP. Now they're going to do it into almost no util. There's one smoke, there's Snax with 7 kills, and there's Heavy God with an MP9. If this is how the way it comes crumbling down, you got to feel for G2. Heavy God, can he save them? Omnipresent in this A main, gets one, but the split is in.
Snax trying to hold the line, pressured in through main. A 3v3 post plot is how this one ends. And time is of the essence for G2. m0NESY still a long ways away, and you don't know if they can afford these seconds spent waiting for m0NESY. Now's the time for him to live up to the nickname. This is going to be flashy from that G2 AWP in the retake. XANTARES on a commanding line, tapped out by m0NESY. That gets the ball rolling, but G2 can't slow down for even a moment. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. woxic, missed shot to open. Monacy Orb also sails past. That might have been the best chance to win this, as woxic and Magic playing in tandem look to walk it over the line. Eternalfire just have one kill left to finish off. Hunter might find them all, but no kit punishes G2. Eternalfire back-to-back B hits end it all in a wild all-in A play to take ANUBIS.